James Held, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. With me, I've got none other than talented boxer Aarron Morgan. Firstly, how are you, mate?
What's happening, James? All good, thank you, bro.
Good. Now, firstly, I know last time out, very disappointing for yourself. Looking back on that night, how do you assess that?
Yeah, it was quite disappointing. I mean, the finish was disappointing. Other than that, I mean, the experience, it was a good experience. The fight itself, I think, if I had to label it, I think I'll call it bittersweet. I mean, as a fighter and as a fan of boxing, you know, you want to be involved in good fights, and you want to be involved in great fights. And from what I was told, you know, the fight was the standout fight of the evening, and so that's good to be part of. Obviously, barring the finish, you know, me getting stopped, it's obviously not part of the plan. It wasn't ideal, but you know, I'm happy that I was involved in a good fight. Just disappointed with the outcome. Do
you think the occasion got to you a little bit, having built up quite a good record on shows that haven't had that TV and that televised exposure? Do you think that made a difference to the way you approached the fight?
No, if I'm honest, I can't say the occasion got to me, because I was calm, I was in my element, and I think I performed well. Once again, you know, barring unfortunate end, I thought I was performing well. The fight was actually playing out as I thought it was going to play out. Obviously, I got caught. That's the way the cookie crumbled. It's an unfortunate part of boxing, and yeah, man, I can't really say the occasion got to me. I felt like I was doing my thing. I think I put a good account of myself forward. So yeah, I was just disappointed with the way it ended.
What did you make of opponent Joe Pigford? What did you make of him overall, having had that experience of sharing the ring with him?
He's how to put it? He's strong. He's durable, very durable. I think that's the thing that probably I took the most from it. His durability, and how I was surprised at how well he took some of the shots, because I know that, you know, I wasn't tickling him, so I was landing some good punches like repeatedly, and he was soaking them up. And obviously you can't really prepare for, you know, you can prepare for like tactically what you're gonna do and what your opponent's gonna do. And if I'm honest, the fight was playing out more or less how I thought it was gonna play out. You know, from the beginning, I thought I was gonna be faster with hand and foot. I thought I was gonna be the more skillful, the better boxer in there. I thought that's what was being displayed. Obviously, I couldn't really account for the guy taking my shots like some zombie. But yeah, he got the job done. You know, I take my hat off to him. He showed me great competitive drive, and he showed me great determination, because I hit him with some good punches, and he carried on chipping away, and he caught me. And yeah, man, that's all she wrote on that one.
What doesn't sort of break you makes you, so to speak. So
yeah,
having
definitely
been on a big undercard of Gervonta Davis and Liam Walsh,
yep,
is it to plan to come back and hit things hard and get yourself back on that TV stage?
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna hit things. Can't really say hit things harder. I'm gonna hit things just as hard as I was hitting them before, because, you know, I take this very seriously. I prepare myself properly. I put my all in, so I'm gonna continue to do that. And definitely, now that I've had a taste of that, you know, that big show sort of experience, the build up, the press conference, the weigh-in, all that kind of thing, the crowd on the evening, you know, that's inspiring, and it is actually motivating, and makes me want to continue at that level. I think you know, the way the fight played out, you know, I think I showed myself well. I think I showed my skills. I think I showed that I can challenge and I can operate at a very good level, and I think I can show that I'm competitive, you know, at a very good level. So, you know, I'm not really looking to go back and start beating up cab drivers and plumbers and stuff like that. I'm looking to mix it with the other guys.
Now, you're in a stacked division. We've seen that Liam Williams and Liam Smith are going to get it on again. That's a big fight in itself. How do you see that rematch playing out?
That's a very good fight, and this right, the rematch. I mean, first time round, Liam Smith, I think nobody can argue that he was winning the fight. He was definitely winning the fight. When I analysed it, he looked like he was slowing down. He looked like Smith was getting to him, and Smith was taking over. Smith was definitely taking over at the time of the stoppage. I thought Williams was ahead, but would he have been able to hang on to the end? Obviously, we don't know. The headbutt was unfortunate. That's why we're going to have the rematch and see it play out again. I think, you know, I don't know. I think Liam Williams boxed very well the first time round. I think Liam Smith, by his own admission, probably boxed very poorly the first time round. So I'm expecting a better Liam Smith to come back in a rematch. I'm expecting Liam Williams to come, you know, at least at the same level that he came at in the first fight. So it's going to be a good fight. I think I'd probably be leaning towards Liam Smith winning the rematch, just on the basis of, you know, he's been in there now, he knows what Liam Williams is about. He knows that he maybe didn't, you know, take it as seriously as he should have done the first time around. And I mean that in no disrespect to like Liam Williams. I don't think he overlooked him or anything like that, but I think he maybe thought that he was a couple levels above, and I think that Liam Williams shown that he's not a couple levels above, and maybe they're on the same level. So I think Smith is going to prepare for someone on his level, and it's going to be a good fight.
Now, I know you win a lot of plaudits for your writing as well as your boxing. I've read a few articles by yourself and they are very good and a very high standard. So I want you to break down some of the fights that we've got coming up. We've got obviously Golovkin versus Canelo Alvarez.
Yep.
Big fight. It's going to be shown on BoxNation or BoxNation pay-per-view.
That's the.
So what are your thoughts on that one?
That's the mega fight this year. You know, other than, you know, we've got the money fight, as they're calling it. That's going to happen in August, but this is the real money fight. You know, this is the big money fight in the big drama show, as Triple G would say, in September. I mean, when I analyse it, things that have give Golovkin trouble are skills and characteristics that Canelo possesses. I think a lot of people go in the ring with Triple G and they think the you know, what's the word I'm looking for? The MO is to, you know, box and move, box on the back foot, draw Golovkin in, use the ring, and try and, you know, maneuver their way around the ring that way. I think that's completely the wrong tactics against Golovkin, which he's shown throughout his career. You can't box and move against that guy. You know, he cuts the ring off too well. He's very heavy-handed. He goes to the body. He will slow you down. He will trap you. And then when he does, he's hitting you with them hammers and you're getting finished. I think, as I wrote in an article for Boxing News, the stuff that has proven to give Golovkin trouble is when guys didn't give ground and they held their feet, whether it was willingly or because they were tired, because they were taking too much punishment. Regardless, the guys that held their feet and stayed in close, you know, close distance and exchanged with Golovkin from there, they had the most success. You know, we got Kell Brook. It's difficult because, you know, Golovkin did, you know, he battered Kell Brook at the end, but Kell Brook did have some success. You know, Willie Munro, once again, it's hard to say he had success because Golovkin battered him, but he did have some success. Curtis Stevens as well. I think he's the only man I've seen so far to be able to back Golovkin up. You know, I think it was like round 4 of their fight, and he backed him up all the way across the ring when he held his feet, stayed in close, started chopping in the short hooks. So, when we look at it, Canelo's not a mover. He's not a runner. I mean, it's to his detriment. His feet are quite slow. You know, sometimes it's like he's, you know, stuck in the mud. He's going to hold his feet. He's going to box up close. And he's just quite slick, you know. People don't give Canelo that credit, but he is actually quite slick. He's got good head movement. He's got good movement from the trunk. He's very slick, and he's picked up a lot, I think, from the time that he shared in the ring with Mayweather. He's seen how, you know, to be defensive, you don't have to move your feet and you don't have to use the ring. You can actually stay in front of someone, make them miss, and be able to punish them from them. So I think, you know, Golovkin's weaknesses, perceived weaknesses, are Canelo's strengths. But then again, likewise, we've got Canelo showed us that, I mean, over his career, he showed us that he hasn't got that legendary championship stamina, you know. When you're talking about big fight stamina, you're looking at, you know, some of the throwback fighters like Alexis Arguello. They made their bread in the so-called championship rounds. Canelo's never really put his foot down in the later rounds, 10, 11, 12. He's normally slowing down. He's normally either ahead and he's coasting. So Golovkin's shown us no slowdown whatsoever in the ring. If anything, he gets stronger. One guy that slows down towards the end of the fight. We've got another guy that gets stronger towards the end of the fight. That sort of, you know, suggests that Golovkin's gonna take over as the fight goes on. I don't think Canelo punches hard enough to knock Golovkin out, if I'm honest. Obviously, I've never been punched by Canelo, so I can't. That's not a fact. But I don't think he punches hard enough to knock Golovkin out. Likewise, I don't think Golovkin punches hard enough with one shot to knock Canelo out either. So I think what we're looking at is a hard 12-round fight, a close, hard 12-round fight, which I think Golovkin wins in a close points decision.